The Union City Board of Commissioners has passed a resolution opposing construction of the North Bergen Liberty Generating natural gas-fired power plant. Scheduled for completion in 2022, the $1.8 billion electricity plant would provide power for Con Ed residents living in the city of New York, not for residents living here in New Jersey. The proposed power-generating plant would be built by Diamond Generating Corporation of Los Angeles on 15 acres of land near Railroad Avenue and 94th Street, along the banks of Bellman's Creek in North Bergen. It has been granted its first land use permit from the New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection. Speaking for Mayor Nicholas Sacco, this is Township spokesman Phil Swabinski.
It represents a tremendous opportunity to create millions of dollars potentially in new tax revenue on an annual basis, and do it in a way that creates no additional demand for services, no additional children in the schools, no additional significant costs to the township. That will allow Mayor Sacco and his administration to continue their record of keeping property taxes stable, which they've done over the last 20 years, and one of the most stable tax rates in the state. Well, it's really an incredibly isolated area. It's an industrial tract of land. It is not anything near pristine meadowlands. It is, I believe it's the site in the past has been used for asphalt manufacturing. It's a site that could never be developed into any kind of residential housing, or that could never be developed into anything else that would generate revenue for the township. It's a site that is near an existing gas pipeline, which means that you don't have to create another gas pipeline, which would obviously be concerning to a lot of people.
The electricity produced by the plant would be transmitted through a 6.5-mile submarine cable under the Hudson River to Con Ed's substation on West 49th Street in Manhattan. Among those joining Union City in opposing the project are the New Jersey Sierra Club and the Hackensack Riverkeeper.
It shouldn't be placed anywhere in the state of New Jersey because it's antithetical to the whole concept of the Regional Greenhouse Gas Initiative, which our governor made a big announcement about. We were rejoining RGGI. The Meadowlands, the Hackensack River and the Meadowlands are subject to tidal influence, and anything that contributes to sea level rise will have a profound negative impact on the people that live in the Meadowlands and on the habitat and on the wildlife habitat. And the Meadowlands Conservation Trust, which I chair, owns the Skeetskill Marsh, which is within a stone's throw from where they want to build this plant. And we've been protecting that marsh now for years, with the idea that it's sensitive habitat, it needs to be protected because of that.
New Jersey Sierra Club Director Jeff Tittle stated, quote, "Union City is standing up for the environment by passing a resolution against the mega power plant in the Meadowlands. Because of prevailing winds, the emissions from the power plant smokestack will blow right into the city. This plant would be a major blow to air quality, especially since the region already has some of the worst air pollution in the country."
It's going to just get worse and worse if we keep building these kind of gas-fired power plants. In other parts of the country, they're still, primitively using coal to make electricity. Like, we have to stop using fossil fuels. We have to look for a clean and green, renewable source for our energy.
Brian Haig, a spokesman for the Liberty Generating Project, calls the DEP's permit approval, quote, "a positive first step in our goal to build one of the cleanest, safest electric generating facilities in the region." The project also needs federal EPA approval.
The project has to meet the DEP's rigorous standards for public health and public safety. The township wouldn't want to see the project move forward if it didn't meet those standards. So, it's cleared its first hurdle, the DEP, but there will be many more processes it has to get through in order to be approved. We'll be watching that, but really, if the project should only be built if it's going to be built safe. But if it passes those DEP standards, then we believe that it's the right thing for the community. If it's allowed to move forward, we'll create thousands of union construction jobs, which is why many of the building trades and other unions in Hudson County are very vocally in support of the project. So
the jobs that they're talking about are temporary construction jobs, and I have relatives that are in the construction business that are contractors and carpenters and electricians, and I understand that they need to work in order to support their families, but they could work doing better things with their time, and building a gas-fired power plant is way down on the list of better things to do.
In addition to Union City, the Ridgefield Council has come out against the project, saying it would be one of the largest sources of air pollution and greenhouse gas emissions in the state of New Jersey. In Hackensack, reporting for Hudson TV, I'm Jeff Henig.